everyone. Today I'd like to talk about a news I read last week. And the title is "The Child Workers Trapped in Economic Slavery." And it talks about the children's life in the very poor areas. The reason I chose this topic is I'm very surprised that there are also a lot of children are in trouble in this world. They can't go to school. Actually, most of them should drop their study when they are 10 years old to make some money to keep up their lives. I found this news on June 20th, international news of BBC.com, which was written by Dr. Uni Krishnan. Yeah, it's true. And there are a lot of different. There are kinds of countries in this world, and the different economics levels, different levels of economics influence the different people's life in these countries. And this news talks about people's life in the very poor areas. And in other words, we also can say the people who are living in the third world countries. Actually, today I'd like to focus on the children's life in these poor areas. In this news, the author talks about a girl whose name is Alia, and she is only 5 years old girl. And just like the girls and the women who are living in her neighborhood, the only job she can do every day is roll the bidis. The bidis is traditional hand-rolled Indian cigarettes, and from the idea should works maybe between 10 and 14 hours per day. Actually, from the time she wakes up until she goes to bed. But although she spend all of her time to do this job and try to make some money, she only can earn $2 per day, only $2 per day. But the biggest companies can make billions of dollars per year. So what an unfair trade. So why should they also continue this trade? I think the only reason is they are very poor, and the only thing they can do to make the money is to roll the cigarettes. Without money, they will die, I think. And also in this news, hundreds of families rely on bidi rolling as their only job. I think, actually, in my opinion, they are not the human right now. They are pretty like the robots, who are without the salt, and the only thing they can do is roll the cigarette. And in their thought, the more cigarette they roll, the more food they can have on the table for the dinner every day. And on the other hand, under the Indian laws, the bidi rolling is defined as a dangerous job. It is very bad for the people's health. And these children should not be allowed to continue this job, but the parents don't have any choice because they need to keep up their lives. Without money, they will die. And an international group has tried to help the girls out of the kids, but although they pay a lot of attention to help them, but they still cannot solve the problem from the foundation. I think the reason is that people are used to this kind of lives, and they don't know what else they can do without rolling the cigarettes. Okay. So also on the other hand, most of the children should drop their study when they are only maybe 10 years old. And rolling the cigarettes is what they can do right now, and maybe it is also what they will do in the future. I thought a lot after I had read this news. The only number in my brain is 2, the second 2. I thought that people use their 2 hands to roll the cigarettes, but they only can earn $2 per day. It's a very unfair trade. I think they are on the lowest level of the economics. Although they are doing the hardest work, but they are earning the least money. and nobody cares who they are, and the government doesn't care the future of the children. The only thing the government take care of maybe is to raise the level of their economics. Honestly, I thought about my life when I was 10 years old. I think maybe I was sitting in the classroom and I can play with my friend all the time after I had done my homework. So maybe we can comparing the lives we have with the children in the poor areas. We don't need to take care of the future. The only thing we need to do right now is continue study, and maybe after graduate from the university we can find a job. So maybe we need to cherish the life we have right now. Okay, thank you very much.